Now, His Excellency Edwin Sifuna's address at the LSK gala dinner last night in Idiani has sent spasms of fear to William Ruto, because it has indicated that Edwin Sifuna is moving at a speed that William Ruto and the people in two-term did not expect. All of them were saying that Edwin Sifuna is just an amateur in politics who lacks everything, experience and money and funds to run a campaign. But they've started feeling the pain, and now the spasms of fear are running deep down their spinal cords, because whatever Edwin Sifuna says, whatever he touches, it blossoms. So yesterday he received, not even yesterday, but he found a platform at the LSK gala dinner, one of the important functions in the country. And they usually don't invite people like Sifuna, but for him to be invited as the chief guest in that gala dinner is something huge, and it has elevated the status of Edwin Sifuna from where he was upwards, because if he gets the support of the lawyers, and remember, the number of lawyers in Kenya will shock you. We have many lawyers. So that alone tells you that Edwin Sifuna has already gotten the support of one of the useful, one of the important, let me say, partners in this government, one of the best people to have at your fingertips, and who are your lawyers. So it's something that is troubling William Ruto greatly, because the lawyers equally, they understand that in this country it has never been governed by a lawyer. So having Sifuna at that helm, it will help the LSK society, the Law Society of Kenya, and the lawyers. It will help them a great deal, because they will be having someone who understands about their plight, who understands about constitutionalism, who understands about law firms. And trust me, they are going to support Edwin Sifuna. From the way the people received Edwin Sifuna on stage, from the way they were making noise, applauding, the uploads themselves, they could say something, until Edwin Sifuna himself told them, tafadhali tulieni kwa heshima kubwa. That alone tells you, even the lawyers. I saw some bloggers, William Ruto's bloggers, say that those who are following Edwin Sifuna are just nincompoops and high school students, or those who finished high school, people who are not learned, they're just excited. I wonder if lawyers are excited to having Edwin Sifuna at the helm, because that kind of applause, it tells you that they are already decided that their presidential candidate is Edwin Sifuna. Now, I want to talk about what Edwin Sifuna said on what I call an electric speech that has really shook the country, that has got William Ruto unable to even plan ahead, because Edwin Sifuna, every time he speaks, he moves William Ruto to the drawing board to start drawing afresh. I want you to watch this video. I'm not really going to play it all. I'll play a part of it because of the restrictions from YouTube and the the rules. But I'll play so that you understand that whatever I'm telling you is not what I've come up with. It is not my cookings, but what actually His Excellency Edwin wa Kenya said. They said today, or rather henceforth, we'll be calling Sifuna wa Kenya, not wa Tenya. Now, watch this video.
Honorable Perpetual Mponjiwa, who was removed as the chair of Education Committee in the Nairobi County City Assembly, for attending my rally in Taita Taveta. So, for those of you who are eager for a photo with me, be very careful. That photo might cost you quite a bit. But Chair Ezekiel, I have gradually come to accept the responsibility or the weight of expectation on my shoulders, but I suspect that you and your commission bear an even greater burden. You have to deliver a free, fair, verifiable election as required by our constitution. There are no two ways about it. I saw him quite exasperated with some of the questions that came from the members during his session. I can assure him that Bomas will be 1,000 times hotter. The pressure, as they say, only increases from now on. We want you to get the procurement of technology and ballot papers right. To do this, you must carry all stakeholders along throughout the process. We want technology from a reputable company and from a country that holds its companies accountable for their foreign practices. Hiyo tu, the rest mutuachie sisi tutafanya. Kuingiza hawa mawakili box haitatushinda. After all, you all swore an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution, and a campaign that promises to pull the country back to our constitutional values should be the easiest to sell to a crowd like this. I appeal to all members of the LSK to help us on this one. We need your support, and I am asking for your support as...
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the video of Edwin Watenya speaking. And I'm going to talk about the three things and expound on them. Number one, he was talking to the lawyers, telling them about what Kenyans need, what the lawyers need. In as much as Kenyans are talking about software, hardware, software comes with the presidency, who is at the helm. Therefore, if the Kenyans deal with the software, then it's very easy to deal with the hardware part of it. So the problem is not in the hardware, but the problem is in the software. That is what he was trying to explain to the lawyers, who seemed to understand every bit of it. And by saying this, he was really calling to the lawyers. It was a humble plea to the lawyers. He requested. In fact, Edwin Sifuna, he has not declared his presidential bid, but the way he is speaking, he knows that there is no one in opposition who qualifies to be the presidential candidate and the flag bearer more than him. You look at the kind of strategies he has laid down, you look at the kind of campaigns he's conducting, this man really deserves to be the flag bearer of opposition. And once he becomes one, I'm very sure even William Ruto anaweza acha tu aseme bana mimi nimechoka. So here, talking about the software, he was wooing, let me use the word, wooing the people of, not the people, but the lawyers, telling them he is the only option. He even gave examples, saying that, Jomo Kenyatta was, by the way, he talked about all the presidents who have sat in this in this seat, saying these people, Jomo Kenyatta was a political scientist, Kibaki, or rather Moi was a teacher, Kibaki was an economist, Uhuru Kenyatta, political scientist, William Ruto was a botanist. And Edwin Sifuna said that botany is one of his best whiskeys. So by that he was saying that let us drink William Ruto. So he said this is the right time for Kenyans to have, to have a lawyer in that helm, someone who will uphold constitutionalism, someone who will abide by the law, someone who took the oath saying that he will abide by the law. So I don't see any reason why these lawyers cannot vote for him, from what I saw. And then he called on the Rastas Ethekon, saying that Rasta Ethekon is the IEBC chairperson, telling him that, it's going to be so hot going forward. In fact, during the time of the tallying in Bomas, Kenya, it is going to be 1,000 times hotter. So you should plan well, and the planning well is making a procurement of the best technology equipment from reputable companies, the technology that cannot bring hitches to the results, the technology that can help the elections be conducted well. And in fact, he told the people that the lawyers that you should not be worrying. Once Ethekon emulated the reputable technology and equipment, the rest they should leave it for Edwin Sifuna and his people, that there's no vote yenye taibiwa, mengine wawachie tu. That is what he meant, because there is a rumor going around that William Ruto will always steal the election, even if people will vote for the opposition team. So he's making it clear to them that in as much as that will happen, in as much as they are saying that he is sure that he will protect his vote, all they need is Ethekon to make it clear and come public and clean about the kind of technology that is going to be used in 2027. And of course, he promised the people of LSK, or the lawyers, telling them if all goes well, next year they won't be having the annual conference as LSK, but they will be having a state function once Edwin Sifuna becomes the president. And after all, he invited the lawyers to attend the rally in Homa Bay. The rally that is much anticipated, is much hyped, at the same time is much threatened. We don't know what the broad-based government is planning. That includes Gladys Wanga, the likes of Kaluma. They've been threatening to use goons, and I saw them being given money yesterday in bags, people being given money, perhaps not to attend the Sifuna's rally. So it is a wait and see, and so that we see what will happen on the 16th of this August. Bye bye, and kindly, if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content. And of course, write your comment down in the comment section. I'll be going through each and every comment.